If you find that guitar tabs look upside down, I want to show you a really quick thing that I think will help. This problem is one I've seen loads of times before. There are more players than you might think struggle with reading tabs, and a lot of these guys are already good players in many other ways, but they have this specific problem with tab. The whole thing just seems upside down and it doesn't seem to make sense. This problem, I think, comes from learning guitar by watching videos. When you look at someone playing guitar straight on, the thick string appears to be at the top and the thin string appears to be at the bottom. So then when you look at a tab, it's confusing because the thick string is at the bottom and the thin string is at the top. It's basically the reverse. So a lot of people find this confusing and even illogical. Why is it like that? Well, I want to show you why it's like that and prove that that is correct and help you break out of that confusing cycle of thinking where it appears upside down. So here's the problem. You're looking at me or someone else giving a lesson, and the thick string is here. It's at the top of the image. The thin string's at the bottom. And when you look at a tab, it's the opposite way round. What I want you to imagine now is you're looking down at a section of your fretboard, and your eyes take a screenshot of that from this position, you looking down, and then you move your head up. What would happen to that screenshot? It would rotate like this. Let's try and make that a bit more real, a bit more tangible, okay? I want you to get a photograph or a piece of text and place it on your fretboard so that you can see it as you look down. I'm going to take this photograph here, 50 points if you recognize the guitarist. In order to see that on my fretboard, for me to look down at that and for that to be properly orientated, that photograph is going to be upside down. But then when I raise my eyes up, it's going to rotate like that. See? And then it'll be the right way. I don't put the photograph like that because then it would be upside down. If I put the photograph like that, so it's the right way up now from your perspective, but for me looking down at the fretboard, that is upside down. And if I were to raise my eyes up, it would follow with me. So I hope you can see what I mean there. Basically, when you're looking down at your guitar, your eyes are upside down. So that's what you're not doing when you look at a tab and it seems upside down. You're not taking into account the fact that you're in an upside down viewing position to begin with. And I think another little habit that sort of feeds into this is when people call the strings the wrong names. When they use the word top string to refer to the thickest string, the correct way to call them is actually based on pitch. So the bottom string is the thickest one because it's the lowest pitched sounding one, and the top string is the thinnest string because it's the highest pitched sounding one. So the labels top and bottom mean pitch. They don't mean how it appears from someone's perspective, because this is an example of how easily that can be confused. It also doesn't help when various games and apps actually display tabs and scale diagrams the wrong way up. So try out this exercise. Take a photograph like I did, or a piece of text, or take your phone and imagine you were reading something on your phone. What way would it be orientated, and how would it need to be flipped so that it still looks right when your head comes back up? Okay, if you do that a few times, I think you'll see what I mean. And if you think about these couple of things, I really think this will help you break that spell. This is the way that tabs work. This is also the way that scale diagrams work. And if in future you ever want to learn to read music, this is exactly how written music works as well. So it's a consistent thing. It's definitely something that you want to get right. So I hope this little tip is helpful for you and helps you break down some walls when it comes to tab and scale diagrams. If it has been helpful, leave a like or a comment. That will help YouTube recommend this video to other guitar players who really need to see this. If you know anyone that you think could benefit from this, share this video with them. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video.